I awoke to searing pain, my body broken and bleeding on the dusty road from Jerusalem to Jericho. How did I end up here? The last thing I remember was the glint of a blade, the sickening thud of fists, and then darkness. As I drifted in and out of consciousness, I heard footsteps. Hope flickered in my chest. Surely someone would help me. Through swollen eyes, I saw a figure approach, a priest. Surely a man of God would show mercy. But no. He crossed to the other side of the road, leaving me in my misery. Why? Was I too unclean? Too much of a burden? Later, another man came by, a Levite, one who serves in the temple. Again, my heart leapt with hope. Surely he would remember the laws of compassion. But he too passed me by. At that moment, I felt utterly abandoned. Where was God in my suffering? As the sun beat down mercilessly, I heard more footsteps. I barely had the strength to look up, but when I did, I saw a man I never expected, a Samaritan. In my pain-addled mind, I felt a flicker of fear. Samaritans were our enemies. What would he do to me in this vulnerable state? But this man, he was different. He knelt beside me, his eyes filled with compassion I'd never seen before. As he tended my wounds, pouring oil and wine over them, I felt a strange peace wash over me. Who was this man? His touch was gentle yet strong, as if he had the power to heal more than just my physical wounds. He lifted me onto his own animal, cradling me as if I were precious cargo. As we traveled, I drifted in and out of consciousness, but I always felt safe in his presence. At the inn, he continued to care for me, paying for my stay and promising to return. As I lay there recovering, I couldn't help but wonder, why did this Samaritan, this supposed enemy, show me more love than my own people? What did it say about the nature of true neighbourliness? And why did I feel as if I'd encountered something, someone, far greater than just a kind stranger? In the days that followed, I pondered these questions. I realized that this Samaritan had done more than save my life. He had challenged everything I thought I knew about love, mercy, and what it means to be a neighbour. Hidden in this encounter were profound truths. 1. The road from Jerusalem to Jericho descends 300 feet over 17 miles, known for its danger. Doesn't this mirror our own life journeys, fraught with unexpected perils? Here, the priest and Levite, symbols of religious law, couldn't save me. How often do we rely on religious observance alone, forgetting the heart of God's law, love, true? The Samaritans' oil and wine weren't just first aid, they were symbols of healing and joy. What oil and wine might God be offering in our own lives? The 2 denarii the Samaritan paid would cover about 2 months' stay. What does this extravagant generosity tell us about the nature of divine love? The Samaritan promised to return. Doesn't this echo a greater promise of one who will come back for us? As I reflected on my encounter with this extraordinary Samaritan, I was left with challenging questions. Who are the Samaritans in my life? Those I've considered enemies, but who might show me the face of God. How often do I pass by others in need, too busy or afraid to get involved? What would it look like to love my neighbor as this Samaritan loved me? And most intriguingly, if this Samaritan could show love to an enemy, what might it reveal about the very nature of God? My encounter on that perilous road changed me forever. I realized that mercy triumphs over judgment, and that sometimes the face of the divine appears in the most unexpected places, even in the eyes of a Samaritan.